And it got so that even the Gabe Newell, Lord Gabe himself, the almighty CEO of Valve, on Logan. Like, Logan is like the public toilet of Twitter at this point. So MrBeast's empire is under fire again because in less than a week he got hit with a lawsuit along with Amazon and getting heavy backlash from his new business endeavor with the crypto zoo king himself and KSI. And it got really bad that even CBS wants to get some of this juicy drama.
One of the world's best-known online personalities, MrBeast, faces a lawsuit this morning. The suit, which seeks to be certified as a class action lawsuit, accuses MrBeast's production company and Amazon Studios of, quote, chronic mistreatment and sexual harassment of contestants in an upcoming reality show. Carter Evans looks now at the controversy kicked up by a YouTube giant.
I just dropped off 5 men and 5 women in the middle of the wilderness!
I mean, who wouldn't be? The largest YouTubers having the downfall of the century. Of course everyone will talk about it. First, let's talk about their latest endeavor, Lunchly, a collab of Logan Paul and KSI's Prime and MrBeast's Feastables, because as a health advocate myself, I have something to say to this shit. Now, processed crap is our word for today. Because that's what the majority of the people look at Lunchly, their new product to compete with Lunchables, and people are not happy about it, because they are twisting the nipples of their audience on this one.
Perhaps you are familiar with this product.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah. So if you look closely, this product has a candy, an entree, and a drink.
Wait.
Hydration beverage.
I sell chocolate.
We thought we came together to create a Lunchables competitor featuring the fastest growing hydration beverage ever and the fastest growing candy ever. And so we did that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce you to Lunchly.
Oh my gosh.
Now, we don't have Lunchables here in store shelves. It's not really a trending product in my country, but this sounds like a bad idea. Oh hey, on their website it stated that if you eat any Lunchly product, you are basically signing away your ability to sue them. Sounds familiar, right? It's kinda like that Disney situation. So if you somehow found yourself walking into the pearly gates of heaven because of Lunchly, well, tough shit, you cannot sue them for it. I mean, now it really sounds whack. And it got so bad in fact that one of the OG YouTubers, Dan the Diamond Minecart or Dantdm, put his foot down and said, "Enough! Your wieners are penetrating too far," and blasted their peaches on his post saying, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better." Oh, Dan is morphing into his Joey Swole form. I mean, he got the charisma and the semi-bald head. I mean, they're definitely one and the same at this point. And what actually made his post very special is that Dantdm doesn't do drama. He wants none of that shit, so it has to be a very bad shit going on to pull his ass over to drama. And also Jacksepticeye, the OG MrBeast hater.
Do you like MrBeast?
No.
Is getting his hands dirty and jumping into the pig pen and just having Dantdm's back on this, saying, "You mess with Dantdm, you mess with YouTube." Because MrBeast and Logan Paul made a response, kinda jumping Dantdm here. And you know, it's really weird that MrBeast is responding to this Lunchly situation so fast. I mean, he can't even respond to Dogpack's initial allegations of illegal lotteries and fake signatures. I mean, is it because it's true? Or he has no hole to wiggle out? Meh. Moving on. So MrBeast is basically saying in his response that they are healthier than Lunchables and using real cheese. And using real cheese is not really healthier because it still has saturated fats in it.
Lunchly versus Lunchables.
With Lunchly, you get double the amount of liquid.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
Crunch Bar. Feastables Crunch
Yeah!
Bar. Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese. We're also 30 less calories, 3 less grams of fat, and 8 less grams of sugar.
Like margarine and butter. In butter, even though it's organic and made directly from cows, it's high in saturated fats, the fats that can increase your risk of clogging your arteries, making butter a slightly unhealthier choice than margarine. because margarine is mostly unsaturated fats that's, according to Harvard, is considered to be beneficial fats. And MrBeast continued saying that if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them a higher quality version at roughly the same price is a net good in my opinion. I mean, it's still selling the same product to kids. First of all, it's not higher quality, it just has less calories. Yeah, it's organic and slightly less unhealthy, but this is like selling homebrew beer to alcoholics, or selling traditional organic made tobacco to smokers, or giving freshly squirted sugar cane juice to diabetics and calling it healthy. And roughly the same price? No, it's not. We'll get into that later. And Logan saying that it's just business, bro. What are you yapping about? If you don't like it, don't eat it. A classic douchebag response to the criticisms. And here's KSI's response trying to dig up dirt to Dan. This is his first response saying that his toy figure sucks, and his second response is him swinging his meat out to Dan saying, but he was talking about food, JJ. So he was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video on Munchpack, a monthly sub box full of food and candy to his Minecraft audience full of kids. Now what? And it's getting spicy in here. The OG YouTube versus the new YouTube. This is like the Avengers movie. All that's left is PewDiePie and Markiplier. If they somehow jump in this Royal Rumble, I would lose my shit. I would probably shit in my seat with the classic Dairy Queen loop if that were to happen. It even got Lord Gaben, Jacksepticeye, and Dantdm to get off their chairs and stomp some of them. Well, 2024 is truly an amazing year. Now what's actually funny is those three responses to Dan, well technically it's only Logan Paul and KSI who responded to Dan. MrBeast replied to another tweet, but regardless, they all got dogpiled and got community noted for essentially jumping Dantdm. In MrBeast's response, he got noted with Feastables not really being a healthier option as he advertised. In Logan Paul's community note, it said that he is hypocritical by saying that Lunchables contained lead, while simultaneously battling a lawsuit because their prime drink also contains lead. And Logan Paul is just constantly battling the community notes, and it got so shitty that even the Gabe Newell, Lord Gaben himself, the almighty CEO of Valve, shat on Logan. Like, Logan is like the public toilet of Twitter at this point. And KSI still is the one that got dogpiled the most because he started shitting on Dan on also promoting Lunchable style products 9 years ago. And the community noted that KSI also worked with the same brand and saying that that was Dan 9 years ago and doesn't really reflect what he is now. And I mean, I felt embarrassed for those three, not gonna lie. So now let's take a look at the ingredients, cause what are they on about? What do you mean healthier? Yeah, so they basically just trimmed off a couple of extra calories and ramped up the electrolytes. It's not really a good resume to call it healthier alternative. It's almost the same. I wouldn't buy that. It's a very stupid idea to buy Lunchly. And here I was thinking that it's not really a crap product, it's a meh product. It's because it's a bit lower in calories. But when I saw the price, I'm like, damn. Because for an extra $2, you're basically just getting 10 grams of sugar taken away and like 50 less calories and 350 mg more electrolytes. It's practically the same. But you know what's crazy? Since it's almost the same just with more electrolytes, you can buy one Lunchables and one 28-ounce zero sugar Gatorade only for $3.71. And that's 2 times fluid ounce more to drink than Lunchly, and still being slightly cheaper. Because personally, I would definitely pay the cheaper option instead of buying a slightly less calorie version of the product for double the price, and that's an L product for me. I mean, all of the criticisms are well deserved. You cannot say that you care for the children's health by offering slightly less calorie version from taking out 2 teaspoons of sugar while getting the same amount of saturated fats. You know, the bad fats that increase the risk of heart and artery complications while also doubling the price? I mean, in whatever way you look at this is simply a cash grab product. It's getting shameless at this point. I mean, if you really care about your young audience, don't sell this crap. I mean, to be honest, this could be a meh product and don't have this much backlash. It's just because the shit that has been going on with MrBeast, and we also have a scammer promoting it. And I think that contributed greatly to the people's view with Lunchly. Now on to the next major update. So apparently MrBeast is finally getting sued by the contestants from the Amazon Prime Beast games from allegedly failing to pay minimum wages and overtime, failing to prevent sexual harassment, and participants weren't provided uninterrupted meal breaks and rest breaks. Several contestants ended up hospitalized, others reported suffering physical and mental complications while being subjected to chronic mistreatment, degradation, and for the female contestants, hostile working conditions. So this is from one of the female plaintiffs. I wanted to join because I was a fan of MrBeast and his videos made me smile during the pandemic. I expected to be challenged, but I didn't think that I would be treated like nothing. Less than nothing. And as one of the women, I can say that it absolutely felt like a hostile environment for us. We honestly could not have been respected less, as people, much less employees, if they tried. So this is actually the things that Miss Rosanne was talking about a month ago on her video. And now for those of you who are saying that if it's so bad, why won't they sue? So I hope this will satisfy your hunger.
Now, 5 unnamed contestants are alleging MrBeast's production company and Amazon Studios created a toxic and hostile environment that, quote, laid the groundwork for sexual harassment. Contestants also claim they were forced to endure unsafe conditions with a lack of access to medical care, food, and water, and they weren't paid a fair wage.
Now, I do believe that this lawsuit will end in a settlement like the majority of class action lawsuits, but it's really good for them to stand up for the malpractices and hostility in the workplace. And I hope that if there are any contestants that are experiencing the same thing, I hope they get taken care of and they're hearing their side. So yeah, I just wanted to give you this short major MrBeast update, and I also wanted to give thoughts on this new Lunchly. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching. Bye.